Morning YouTube, this is Debbie. And I thought I would come on here and make a card. I am going to make, this is the, hang on, let me get this right now. The Sweet Sampler set. And it's got this lovely dragonfly. And then I'm going to use an old set that's retired to get the sentiment. I love this set. I'm sorry they got rid of it. But it's a sweet little card. I will be using the Field and Flower and Field DSP. I'm going to use the light shaded spruce in the blends. Part of my story is the stamp set. And then I'm going to use the basic white and the basic black cardstock. And this is in the mini book. Okay, I got all the stuff out of the way. I have gone ahead and cut the pieces to make this go a little quicker. So I'm going to put this here. And this is going to be a pretty quick little card. I cut my black cardstock at 4 1/4, 4 by 5 1/4. And I am going to, I'm sorry, I thought I got that squeak fixed. That chair hadn't squeaked all week, and the minute I sit down to make a video, it starts squeaking again. I need to get some motor oil and quit worrying with that WD-40. I don't know why it only squeaks when I'm making a video. But I will either get it fixed or get a new chair. Okay, this is the double-sided Field and Flower and Field DSP, which is, I believe this one, I think this one may be retired. Let me look. I don't have a lot of DSP. As I've told you before, I am new at this. And what I ordered, most of what I ordered was retired. Yeah, I think that was in the Celebration catalog, so this is the retired. But the card sketch can be used for anything. The Field and Flower is 5 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to layer that right on top of the black. I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to take my black, which is 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. This is another piece of that same DSP pack. And you see, I'm sorry, I was out of frame. I only put a little tiny dot of this glue. I'm using a different camera today, so I'm sorry if I get out of frame. I'll show you on the black. You see, I only put the tiniest little dots on there. When that glue dries, this stuff is strong. It ain't turning loose. And I see these people, and they just cover the whole backs of those card pieces with that glue. This glue ain't turning loose. That's wasteful. You know, I think these are around $5 or $6 a piece. I'm not sure. But you just don't need that much glue. People go through these like crazy. This is like one of the #1 ordered products you want to have the fun stuff, the paper and the stamps. You don't spend all your money on glue. So, you know, use it sparingly. And another nice thing about gluing it this way, if I make an oopsie, I can take my little take your pick tool with that little spatula right there, and I can slide that spatula under that corner, and I can lift that glue without shredding that paper to pieces. So just put a dot on there. You don't need a whole bottle of glue. And with our economy the way it is, you know, I'm just saying. So I'm going to take that same piece of DSP and we're going to use the flip side on it. Oops, still out of frame. And I'm going to put this down here. And I'm going to take my little tiny black piece, and I'm going to use that same piece of paper. And I'm going to put right there. And this glue was designed to still be sticky after it dries. So if you find out you have a sticky spot on the top of your card, just get your little embossing buddy or some baby powder or something, put it on there. We don't carry the embossing buddies anymore, but a lot of craft stores do, and they are worth having. Okay, I'm going to take my part of my story stamp set, and I am going to use the Here's to Those Who Inspire Us and Don't Even Know It. I think this is a sweet stamp set. I love it. And grab a piece of fun foam and put under that. I'm a little nearsighted, so I keep wanting to put it where I can see. There we go. Now I'm going to take my piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to do the edges of it. This is not really distressing because you're not going up onto the paper. You're just hitting that very edge. But what that does, it makes it pop when you put it against the paper. I do this to my photos when I'm scrapbooking. It just sets them back into the page like they belong there, not like they were an afterthought. Okay, now let's get to the fun part. I'm going to take my sweet sampler, and I'm going to get this beautiful dragonfly. I am going to grab me a scrap. Can't believe this chair's all squeaky again. I'm going to have to get some paraffin or something and get after it. Okay. I'm going to hold that down for a minute so it can transfer good. There we go, perfect. You give that a wave and make sure it's good and dry. I'm going to use my light shaded spruce. Oh, my bad. Out of focus again. And you know, you watch these people and they tell you, oh, you got to do this shading, and you really don't. I mean, you can if you want to, and if you're going to be that nitpicky, but this is a card, and the chances are that whenever the person's done with it, it's going to wind up in the trash. You know, I make hundreds of cards every year, and it's sad, but it's the truth. You know, nobody's going to hang on to that card, so don't worry about getting everything absolutely perfect. The fact that you made it for someone that you care about is just about all the perfection you need. See, I got out of the lines there, but I guarantee you, I send this card to somebody I love, they're not going to notice that. I'm going to take my pumpkin pie, the light pumpkin pie. Contrasting colors, shade. I mean, you're going to get a better shading with the contrasting color than you are with the light color. And if you really want to get into shading, get the smoky slate and the granite green. Let's see. Do I have a highlighter? Hold on. I do. And if you make an oopsie, this is not the Stampin' Up! One, but it does work. You can go over here where you made your oopsie, and it will push your oopsie back. And it works better if you have a piece of paper under there so it can absorb that extra ink. See? It's just no big deal. Coloring with the blends makes everything look so much better. And everybody is so worried because they're no good at shading. You don't have to be. And I am going to cut this out. And if you have arthritis or carpal tunnel or any of those good things, I highly recommend these scissors. I love the little paper snips, but with my hands, I can't use those. I get these off of Amazon. They're called West Trim. With the great big handles, they're awesome. These are my fussy cutting scissors, and they work great. You can use the, what's the name of them? These by Tim Holtz. These do not work the same. These are serrated and they tear your paper up, and the blades are a lot bigger. But if you have trouble with your hands, these are perfect. Now, a lot of people don't like the fussy cut. I am not one of those people. I can sit here and fussy cut all day long. I don't know what it is. And you know you've heard this 1,000 times. But you don't turn your scissors, you turn the paper. I know that's like remedial and everybody says it, but just for those of you who don't know, I'm going to put it out there. And another mistake that a lot of people make when they fussy cut is they try to cut directly on the line. Your image is not going to look good if you do that. You want to leave a little bit of a border around it. I've got a Brothers Scanning Cut. We'll cut out 100 of these in a heartbeat. And I can set it to where it cuts on or off the line. And I'm telling you, the ones that I cut on the line did not look good. The ones I cut off the line look perfect. Okay, I'll put a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals on here. Here we go. I'm gonna put him right there. Perfect. And there you've got your cute little dragonfly card. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. No wonder I'm out of focus. But there's my card. I hope you like it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless.